Start.
Yeah, thank you, Sohini, for arranging the system. Good morning, my dear viewers, participants, and my student friends. Welcome to this session 2, our YouTube session. While in the session 1 of this demo series, we already have given, see that this tutorial, this platform, this name that we have already discussed, or you have already communicated, and this actually we have already done in the first this one. Those who have not been able to watch our first this video session, YouTube video session of this demo series for environmental engineering online tutorial. So this actually we have already done in our first this demo session, that is the overview of environmental engineering course as per AICTE guidelines and as per AICTE syllabus, and objective of this particular platform, okay, that already we have covered, so we don't need to repeat. Those who have missed out this, I will request them to see our first video. Now coming to this, the session 2, that means today's session. So let me erase this because this is already done. So today's session, that is regarding the overview of water supply and wastewater management systems. So in this particular session, we like to discuss the overall that water supply and wastewater management system, so that you who are pursuing the undergraduate as well as the diploma this program also, they have got a sort of a very overall idea about the water supply system, because this water supply system and wastewater management system, these actually systems are very much talked about. You might have seen that in mass media or various campaign or so, these are there because this is related to a very essential kind of services also of the local government, then state government as well as central government also. That this is the overview. So what actually we will do, that how this water supply system works, and that plan and executed, and also to some extent the maintenance, as well as the wastewater management systems. How it is planned, how it is design part we are not now we will not cover, because this will be itself a very kind of elaborate lecture session. So we will give that one in our subsequent sessions later, which will upload. We'll keep uploading this regarding the water treatment system as well as this wastewater treatment system also. That also integral part of the AICTE syllabus for environmental engineering in undergrad and diploma level also. So we actually now we will discuss that overview, that how this water supply system, and what I here I will prefer to do, that is that entire system to be comprehensively. So let me that this is already recorded also, so this is captured, so don't need to keep it over the board. So we will rub it out so that to create space, because this requires space. Now first let us see that that the first one is water supply system, and then we will sort of write and we'll integrate this to the wastewater management system. So in water supply system, we will have components, three major components. That is the collection of water, then treatment if necessary. Of course, here I should say the treatment, we will follow the conventional treatment system, not very advanced kind of this one, because this is not used for public water supply system because of the cost factors and also the rigorous operation and maintenance and skilled this operation and maintenance system. So that we will set aside that advanced system also, and in another course to be floated later, depending on the demand and feedback, we will float later. So there we will discuss the advanced this wastewater or water treatment system also. So this is the conventional treatment, and this is the treatment, and this will be followed by the distribution through distribution network, right? So here if I sort of express, if I discuss in the flow diagram also. So this actually will be, suppose there is a river, right? There is a river, say flowing this way, and what we do actually, we draw water from this through a sort of intake work also. That is intake work or works also. Through intake well also we collect the water, raw water from the surface water sources like river, because this is very common. It may be river, or it may be a stream, a small river, or it may be that the reservoir, right, or a sort of you can say the dam also. So these are considered to be a sort of a surface water sources. Groundwater, there's a different one. So that I will touch upon, but I will not elaborately discuss, because this usually does not need very rigorous treatment also. So that is why I will just for the timing I am not discussing this part. The surface water, which is very common, intake works. This is a part of collection part. This is the first collection of water. So collection of water through intake works, and then it goes to the treatment plant. This is called the raw water pumping system, pumping lines. So this is going to the treatment unit or the treatment plant. So that actually we will term as water treatment plant, that is WTP. Of course conventional, once again I repeat, not a very advanced type also, usually for public water supply system. Now in this context, let me share with you that while that for public water supply system, a kiloliter of water usually costs, say, when we analyzed long back, that time it was 5 rupees, around 5 rupees or so. You may say that that depending on the place also it will vary. So 5 to 7 or so. Nowadays you can consider the 7 to 10 or like that, right? So per kiloliter. And if you take, suppose that this is I think 750 or so, that's anyway 500 ml. 500. So this is a half liter, right, bottle. So 1 liter bottle, all of you know that it frequently, particularly during travel also, we carry this, we purchase this and carry. So this actually cost how much? So 15, 20, yeah. 15 to 20. So the bottled water, when it is costing, rupees 15 to 20. Okay, depending on the brand and place where you buy also. And this is per liter, right? Per liter bottle. And so per kiloliter, this will be 15K, means 15,000 to 20,000 per kiloliter, which public overall by and large they cannot afford, right? So what we do actually, we for public water supply system, we optimize and minimize the cost of production of water also. This is all about the cost of production. Now this actually may vary depending on the place, because the transmission from the river to the treatment plant also, that may be quite far. For example, I am telling you that for the city of Bangalore, the Kaveri happens to be the source, major source, you can say, surface water source, Kaveri river. And that happens to be around say 100 kilometers away from the main city. The city has expanded, of course, but the hub of the city, the major parts of the city, heart of the city also, so that actually will require this, to be transported for about 100 kilometers. So that will, add extra this cost, huge cost. So that is not included here, because that depends on the how far the treatment plant will be located with respect to the source of the water also. So I'm not talking in much details, we may discuss this later. So that is why we keep it, say, per kiloliter for public water supply system, INR, Indian rupees, say 7 to 10 or so per kiloliter. You can check, you can see that this is not even per liter, this comparable to that for bottled water also. So how sort of, it is, how much, to what extent it is to be made affordable to the public, that possibly you understand. I'm not elaborating it further. Now this actually, after this treatment, what we do actually, we send this treated water. Of course, this is actually in the treatment plant, tail end of the treatment plant, that means the last, this one treatment plant. Here the disinfection, usually by chlorine also, liquid or gaseous chlorine also. So this is the disinfection done, and then it goes to the distribution network. Okay, this is the distribution network. This is the going to the consumers, that network, means pipe network. So this is maybe just typical system I am giving to you so that you can understand this. So this is the distribution system, the pipe distribution system. This is the pipe network, right, for distribution. Okay. So this is the entire this water supply system, public water supply scheme is provided for the public water supply schemes, right from the collection from the sustainable let me here say emphasize on sustainable this water source, because the water needs to be, or water to be drawn also from this, that essentially has to be sustainable. That means that has to be available on perennial, that means throughout the year and for long years or so, long time. So that actually is sustainable or so. Selection of source or so, that we will discuss later when we will emphasize, or we will discuss specifically this source of water demand and all this one, that actually will be subsequent lectures. Through that actually we will elaborate this and we will specify. So this is all about the this one, and here the network may be sort of further kind of that may be there like that. So this is the further, this one, suppose the laterals, these are laterals. Through laterals the building establishments all are there. So through laterals these are collected. This is the sub main. So this is sub main, this pipe sub main, and then this is the sub main continues here, and this is the the main system also. Okay, so this is the laterals, sub mains, mains also, and then this is the main pipeline also, right? And that may be another area may be there here, say another may be here also. So all will be connected to a common this pipe, which will be, of course, this will carry more water also for distribution purpose also. So that actually will be there, and this will be collected through that common this one system, and this may be diverted to another this one, then this is another also. So this actually will carry the entire the waters which will be required to cater to the entire population or water supply scheme. So that is all about this. I mean, one in a very nutshell, I am here giving that one, so that time restriction is there, because within half an hour we are supposed to complete that one video, so I am not elaborating this part. Now this actually, you see that you might have seen also the water line, and from that particular this locality also and localities also. So what is there actually? The sewerage system that is there. In the sewerage system also, that is, let me correct here one thing, that is lateral submains are more relevant to the sewerage system also rather than that one. So that is a branch or sub branch, that way also sometimes defined, but just to keep a parity also, so that you understand this one. And this sewerage system, say here the same this locality, the sewerage system is a parallel kind of system, right? So if I write this in this way, so this is the sewerage system, right? This is, you might have seen that on the road also, the sewerage system that is there. So by one this sewer line, so that we are trying to discuss this one. So here the buildings are there. So this from the buildings actually through lateral this is connected. The building sewer line is there, and they actually, I mean, sewage, which is the spent this water also, after consumption which comes out also, that actually is transmitted by the sewer lines also. So here let me share with you one more this one, that is, we have got here, so water supply part more or less we have covered. Then this is actually sewer, that is the pipe or conduit carrying spent water, which is also called waste water also. General this one. So sewer line carry that one. And when the sewer lines are integrated with one another, suppose this is integrated to this is integrated to this, so these are when all connected also, then we term this as the sewerage system. That means then enter the sewer line network. That is called sewerage system also. And another term say that is sewage. That is the domestic wastewater also. That is wastewater coming from the residential or the domestic establishments also. So that actually, I mean, you know, sewage is basically the domestic wastewater also. And when this is the domestic sewage or domestic wastewater also, when it is clubbed with, you know, that the commercial wastewater and institutional wastewater, let me say wastewater WW, wastewater, and also wastewater coming from the minor industries. So minor industries also, and there actually we commonly term this as municipal sewage. Clear? This was the municipal sewage system. While for industries also, the effluent also, that may be treated, you know, that in a separate way in their captive plant or cluster of this one or common effluent treatment plant also. So these are treated, may be treated like that. But when this is allowed to a sort of, I mean, suppose some industry is there, let me give that, suppose an industry is there and there is a sewer line, right? And when an industry is allowed to discharge their wastewater, which is also called effluent also, to be discharged into the sewer line also, this is the sewer line say. So that actually combinedly called or termed as the municipal sewage. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. So, and of course the water, the source, demand also, that we will discuss later when we will switch on to the next series or so, where we will discuss chapter wise. That is the source of water, demand, how it is calculated, the demand, right? How the population is projected, right? So all these we will be discussing later. We will be having the detailing of this as well as the design also. So that actually we will discuss later. So this actually, I think it is more or less clear to all of you, right? So now I am erasing this one, right? After defining these terminologies also frequently used, this one, right? So this, similarly for water, the firefighting demand, then institutional demand, then commercial demand also. So that actually we will discuss later in more details, as I have already told. So the sewerage, this actually is collected. So these sewerage system that also form a network. Sewerage, this system enter, that is the network of wastewater carrying conduits or sewer line. Okay. So this actually, from this what we do actually, through, suppose all these are, I'm connecting this way. So this is the, here also the laterals will be there, which will be collecting this from the established different units also, like building or institutional buildings or residential units also. Then it will be carried through the sub-vein also, if we call it lateral, this is submain, then this is main also, and afterwards this actually finally will come to the intercepting swales. So others also suppose that there. So in other localities also the sewage or the wastewater is collected from the respective network also, sewerage system, and all when will be integrated also. So that actually I am here continuing this one, right? Because the shortage of space, here we are writing like that. This side also may be some other localities, or I mean the cluster also. So this actually are intercepted, that is intercepted or intercepting sewer. Let us rather modify this intercepting. This is half an hour over?
Yeah, half an hour.
Okay.
Over 25 minutes.
So 5 minutes wait. So intercepting sware, and then it goes to it carries that intercepting sware, the wastewater treatment plant, that is the treatment, and this is the STP, that is sewage treatment plant, that is STP, and of course conventional again, and let me tell you, and then it is disposed of to the river. This same, suppose the river system also, it is, I mean, going back after treatment, the disposal line which carries the treated wastewater, normally treated sewage, normally to the secondary level also, secondary level, tertiary level for reuse or recycle also. Normally conventional treatment plant that does not include, but nowadays major emphasis is given on the sewage, recycling, reuse, reclamation, all. In that case tertiary treatment is required also. So this is actually, I mean, this follows the secondary treatment also. So this is up to the level of secondary treatment, and then it is, I mean, sent back to the river in the downstream side, because this is the downstream side, right? This is the upstream side. And while the water from with respect to a city, suppose, so from the upstream side the water is drawn, raw water is drawn for the, I mean, water supply system, while in the downstream that actually the treated wastewater or sewage is disposed of in the downstream also of the river system. So this is all about, the water supply scheme, and here it is in a loop. You see that closed loop also, that the same water after being spent or used also collected by collection system. So that is the, here this we can tell this as term as collection network, that is the sewerage network, same collection network. Then this goes to the treatment, this plant also. So this is the treatment, sewage treatment plant, and after treatment actually, so this actually goes back to the river or the surface water source from where the water is taken from that one, or somewhere else also. Further downstream it may be, that means discharge further downstream, that is here say. That is, instead of sending it to that distance also, so this, right? So I think that is half an hour is over, right? So let me wind up, because this is indicating that our lecture has, half an hour has elapsed, this lecture. So let us stop here. In the next, this one, we will come with some other this one, like maybe the water treatment, or maybe sewage treatment, part of that, and this one in the demo series, which will be free. Okay, thank you all for your valued, hearing and attention. So have a good day ahead. Okay, thank you so much. Sohini also, thank you.